So there's this narrative that's been floating around right now with younger generations about how they're getting dumber. You know, that Gen Z is the first generation in modern history to score lower on standardized and academic tests than generations before them. That the long-standing rise in intelligence, what's known as the Flynn Effect, has stalled or even reversed. Now, before anyone gets emotional about this and all rah-rah with their generation's the best, let's just slow down, okay? It doesn't mean that people are suddenly stupid. It means that the environment has changed. And if you don't know what changed with the environment, you're gonna fall behind or you're gonna become victim of that trap. And for over 100 years, every generation has outperformed the one before them by standardized measures. Literacy, numeracy, higher measured IQ scores. But then something has shifted, and it's screens. It's the infinite scroll. It's constant stimulation, algorithmic feeds. It's short form everything. And now AI tools think, write, summarize, and build for you instantly. This is the first time in human history where you can outsource friction at scale. And friction is where growth happens. That's the real conversation that we should be having. And so here's what I believe. I believe that technology is neutral. AI is neutral. Social media is neutral. It amplifies whatever you are. So if you're undisciplined, it amplifies distraction. If you're disciplined, it amplifies output. There are two types of people who are using AI right now. The first type uses it as a crutch. They allow it to do everything for them, thinking included. You know, writing, summarizing. Just do the work so I don't have to feel the pressure and, you know, the brain fatigue. They're removing the friction, that cognitive load, the reps that actually build neural pathways. If you avoid thinking long enough, your thinking weakens. There are many studies on that. An idle mind just rots. That's not controversial at all. It's biology. Your brain strengthens what it uses. Then there's the second type, which is the accelerator. These people, they use AI like a sparring partner. Break this down so I can understand it better. Challenge my logic. Test me on this. Give me counter arguments. Help me build this. And then I'll refine it. They increase reps. They increase the feedback loop. They increase learning velocity. It's the same tool. It's just a completely different outcome. And I do the same exact thing. I've never learned more in a shorter period of time than when I started using AI. I started very early on when ChatGPT became available, and now with all these other things, Google's Notebook LM is a terrific source, and it helps me shorten the learning curve, which is so important in this insanely fast-paced environment, especially in business. Insane. And so the distraction economy is designed to win. That's how it's built for that. Social platforms monetize your attention. It's free for a reason. News monetizes outrage and division. Algorithms will amplify emotional content. Short form trains shallow engagement. So if you don't control your environment will control you. That's not conspiracy thinking, although I have many of those too. That's incentive structure. The default setting of modern technology is addiction. That's the whole point. It must be redirected intentionally. And it's why I don't buy into the generation is doomed narrative, because opportunity has actually never been higher. Access to information is literally infinite. It has been since the internet came out, but now it's even easier. As well as access to distribution. It's literally infinite. Access to mentorship, simulations through AI, instant. The barrier isn't access anymore. It's self-regulation. It's internal. It's discipline. It's focus. It's clarity. And the uncomfortable truth is that the opportunity gap is widening. It's really wide. The top 10% who use these tools intentionally are compounding at a rate that we've never seen before in history. The bottom half who consume passively are fragmenting their cognition. It's not because they're genetically less intelligent, but it's because discipline matters more than ever. You cannot remove all friction from learning and expect growth. AI can accelerate your understanding. It can shorten your learning curve. It can help you simulate mentors. It can help you iterate faster, but it can't build your focus for you. It can't build your identity. It can't build your resilience. If you don't lift the weight, the muscle doesn't grow. If you don't think deeply, the pathways weaken. And so let's talk about the psychological layer for a second. We're living in a 24/7 outrage cycle. Doom headlines, doom scrolling, polarization, emotional triggers, constant crisis framing on everything. When your nervous system is constantly stimulated, your attention becomes unstable. And so unstable attention leads to very shallow thinking. And that leads to weak decisions. That's not generational failure. That's environmental saturation. So the takeaway is that you don't have to outsmart society. You just have to be able to avoid being absorbed and consumed by it. So lock in, dial in, control your inputs, use AI as a trainer, not a crutch, read deeply again, think long form again, build things, ship things, struggle. If you do that in this environment, there is no historical movement where upward mobility has been more accessible to everyone. AI will either make you exponentially more capable, or it will make you mentally soft, like a Twinkie filling. The difference isn't the technology, it's how you use it. Technology is neutral, you are not. And if you're watching this, you're probably already in the minority who wants to sharpen yourself instead of sedate yourself and become numb to the world. So don't complain about the environment, exploit it. Because while everyone else just keeps on scrolling, someone else is building, and that gap is compounding. So do it now, sharpen your focus now, become razor sharp, laser focused, and make something happen. It's never been an easier time in human history as long as you harness the power for good.